everyone. Welcome to the Dee-Brief with Dr. D. I am Dr. D, and we're going to do something a little bit different today for our Tuesday episode. We're going to talk about mental health because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I want to talk about the pressure of being okay, right? The pressure of being okay. Let's just start there. Because we've heard the phrase many times, it's okay not to be okay. We say it, we tell our friends that, we tell our family. But what does it really mean? I want to unpack that, right? Because I know, for me at least, many of us have built our lives around being the strong one. Any strong ones out there? You're the leader, you're the fixer, you're the caregiver, you're the pastor, you're the boss, you're the matriarch of your family. But those titles sometimes come with responsibilities and expectations that we've never agreed to, right? We didn't say we wanted to be the one that always shows up. I remember showing up all the time, showing up for the family, showing up in the boardroom, showing up at church, showing up in ways that on the outside, it looks like you're okay. But inside, you're breaking, you're hurt, you're tired. A lot of us showed up on Sunday for Mother's Day, right? I saw a lot on social media about the grief and the pain that we all go through. But within all that grief and pain, I know for me, I kept going. I kept working. I kept leading. I kept pouring into other people. And even through that, and it was more than just my immediate family, I had other losses. And then I became severely ill and my world just stopped. At the end of 2024, October to December, it just stopped completely. And God said to me, I heard it so clearly. He said, Darlene, you gotta rest. You have to stop. You have to pour into yourself, because these moments and these years that you keep pouring in, you're not giving yourself time. You're not giving yourself the space you need to grieve, because you're serving, you're surviving, but you're also suffocating at the same time. And we're not listening to that still small voice of God saying, you just don't have to break to begin again. You just have to be the person to stop and rest. And I think that's what Mental Health Awareness Month is about, because there's this silent struggle of being the strong one, right? Here's the truth about what most people say out loud. Even the people who seem to have it all together are often carrying things that no one sees. Are you carrying things that no one sees? And us as leaders in our family, leaders at work, there's a kind of grief that doesn't come from loss alone. It comes from the weight of always being needed, but not always being nurtured. Always being needed, but not always being nurtured. And mental health is not just about a diagnosis. It's about our emotional hygiene. How about that? Our emotional hygiene, how we process disappointment, how we sit with grief, how we manage burnout, how we rebuild after personal storms. And when we don't pause to do that work for ourselves, we can suffer silently. Our bodies feel it, right? Those headaches. Our joy gets dried up. Not being able to smile for real. And our relationships with people we care about can grow distant. Our leadership can also suffer as well. So, this Mental Health Awareness Month, I really want to talk about what healing looks like. What does it feel like in real life? Because it can look like being honest in spaces where you were fake, right? Where you were showing that fake strength. It can look like saying no without feeling guilty and saying yes to those things that restore you, really restore you, those things you want to do. It can look like therapy. I have my grief therapy session this week. It can look like prayer. It can look like coaching from people like me, Dr. D. It can look like taking off that cape, because we were never meant to be superheroes. And if we take off the cape, we're not failing. We're choosing to feel. We're choosing to be healed. We're choosing ourselves, because we've also heard this: self-care is not selfish. When we lead and become an authentic person, we can restore ourselves and impact people and transform souls, starting with our own. So, this Mental Health Awareness Month, I want to give you a few things that you can do. I want to challenge and offer you to take these 3 simple steps that you can do right now. You can do them today to take better care of your mental and your emotional well-being. So 1, tell the truth about how you're doing. Not the polished version, oh yes, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm blessed and highly favored, but the honest version. Even if you only tell yourself and one other safe person, tell the truth. Number 2, take 15 minutes a day for your mind. Whether it's journaling, meditating, walking, or sitting in silence, reclaim that space to feel, that space to process and to breathe. And then 3rd is ask for help. Not as a last resort, but as a normal act of self-care. Whether it's with a therapist, I said I have my wonderful grief therapy session this week, a coach like me, or a support group with people that you trust, that you can lean in, a community. That's important. You can do those 3 steps this week. So I want to leave you with this. You were never meant to be superhuman. We're not superhuman. You were meant to be whole. You can grieve and you can grow. You can lead and you can rest. And you can rise again, even if you have to crawl some days just to make it out of bed. But you can do it. Your healing, our healing, is not weakness. It's wisdom. And it's holy work for ourselves. Because here at the Dee-Brief with Dr. D, we don't just have conversations. We create space for transformation from the inside out. This is a special episode for Mental Health Awareness Month. If you know someone that needs to hear this, please share it with them so that they know they are not alone. Let's stay connected. Until next time, lead well, heal deeply, and walk boldly. I'm Dr. D, and this is your moment to rise. Take care.